2 years ago, I have shared a video regarding a method on how to use DAX formulas to create the combined row-level security and column-level security solution without external tool for an organization hierarchy, which has a mixed solid line manager and dot line manager. If you have not chance to watch the video, please refer to the link popped up in right top corner. I also attached the video links in this video description. In that shared Power BI report, due to the inflexible DAX formula to calculate the dot line manager path in the factor table employee hierarchy table, the solution has limitations to handle more than one dot line managers parallelly in an organization hierarchy. Such scenarios in my practice could be that we have different types of dot line managers in the organization hierarchy. For example, financial controllers and HR managers, etc. They might be in same or even different layer to back up each other. And further, the F&C can view all sales and cost related figures under his or her layer but not above. HR can view sales but not cost under his or her layer. To overcome the limitations on handling more than one dot line managers parallelly in organization hierarchy, I have modified the previous relevant DAX formulas and would like to share you the enhanced solution in this video. Okay, let's get started. First, let's add more different types of dot line managers in the dimension table dot line hierarchy table, according to mentioned scenario. Let's add two additionally F&C managers, one as FC underline BB2 for the solid line manager BB level, one as FC CC2 for the line management CC level. Then add 4 HR managers for each solid line level: HRAA, HRBB, HRCC, and HRCC2. You can add more if you want, but for this demo, should cover our study scenario. Second step, simplify and modify the DAX calculated columns which are related to the dot line RLS field index calculation. In the factor table, employee hierarchy table, we only need to calculate the values of the column dot line hierarchy path for dot line RLS field index calculation. To calculate the values for the two columns, we can look up the dot line manager's ID and email address in dimension table dot line hierarchy table. Thus, we do not need the calculated columns dot line manager's ID and the column dot line manager's email address. Let's remove them. In the column dot line hierarchy path, the purpose is to use the solid line manager ID inside the employee ID list of the column lineager hierarchy path to map out and find the dot line manager ID in a hierarchy path pattern through the linkage between the solid line manager ID and the dot line manager ID in dimension table dot line hierarchy table. As the previous DAX formula was using DAX text function MID and only able to identify 4-digit employee ID and handle 3 layers hierarchy path. Thus, the formula is inflexible and on dynamic implementation way. Thus, we need to improve the formula and let it be more flexible to handle more complex scenarios regarding the employee ID digit numbers, hierarchy layers numbers, etc. Let's use contain string and concatenate text function to modify the formula. Keep the column name as it was. Define variable current solid manager ID To store the manager ID from the current fact table, employee hierarchy table. Define the variable hierarchy path to store the hierarchy path from the current fact table. Define the variable .9 manager IDs to filter the .9 hierarchy table and only include rows where the hierarchy path contains the solid line manager ID from each row. Now return by function concatenate to concatenate the .9 manager ID from the filtered .9 manager IDs table using the separator symbol. So the code finally finds the .9 manager's IDs based on our conditions and concatenating them into a single string separated by separated symbol. This is what we want in a dynamic and flexible way. DAX makes a magic here again. Now come to the last column, .9 RLS field index. In the DAX formula, as we have removed the columns .9 manager ID and .9 manager email address from the current table. Thus, let's turn to the dimension table with the DAX function pathContain to check if the value in the column .9 manager path contains the .9 manager ID, which is associated with the input email address FCCBB2. Through looking up the linkage between .9 manager ID and .9 manager email address in the dimension table, .9 hierarchy table. So far, the DAX formula modifications should be okay now. Copy the DAX formula for later use. Let's use the created DAX formula to fix the errors and the security field expression while managing roles and do testing to see if the enhanced solution can handle more complex scenarios properly. Back to the report view, choose Modeling tab, click the Manager Role icon. In Manager Role tab, create a new user group, .9 RLS and CLS user group, which we shall test the combined RLS and CLS for .9 manager user group, such as HR managers. With the created .9 RLS and CLS user group, select the cost table. Click button Switch to DAX Editor. Place in the DAX formula is blank index. This will block the cost info visibility for this group. Stay with the new created user group. Select the table, Employee Hierarchy Table. Click Switch to DAX Editor. Paste the previous copied DAX formula from Factor Table column .9 RLS field index. Replace the specific input email address by user principal name. Now choose the .9 manager group. For clean name, change the name as a .9 RLS user group. For cost table, the visibility should not be blocked. Then select Employee Hierarchy Table. Replace the DAX formula by the copied DAX formula in .9 RLS CLS user group and save it. Last, let's do some clean works on the names for rest each user group. Modify the name of the user group RLS hierarchy user group as a solid line RLS user group. Modify the name of the user group RLS and CLS hierarchy user group as a solid line RLS and CLS user group. We can start our verify testing now. Go to Report View, click Modeling, click View As. Check report visibility of the .9 RLS with more F&C managers in the user group .9 RLS user group. And top level, fcaatest.com. Yes, he or she can view all employees' info. And same level, fcbbtest.com. fcbb2test.com. They say same level employee info. Then check the .NET combined RLS and CLS with more HR managers in user group .NET RLS and CLS user group. And top level HRAA he or she see all employees sales info only. And same level HRCC and HRCC2test.com. They see same info but only their levels employee info regarding sales. We get our expected result with these modifications. Please do not forget to save and publish the report to Power BI service side. Adding users into those predefined specific user groups at the dataset level with a security setting. Adding user email address to the service-side workspace with vulnerable access permission. How to do the setting in details, please refer to my previous published video, which the link is popped up in the top right corner, and also attached in this video descriptions. That is all about in this video. Please let me know your comments or if you have any other suggestion or different approach to improve this solution. Thanks for watching. If you like to watch more videos from my channel, please press the subscribe button. See you in next video.